So in the world of weightlifting, bodybuilding, powerlifting, CrossFit, whatever the hell you want to call it, even just normal going to the gym just for health, you're not aspiring to be like a powerlifter or bodybuilder. You just want to go there for health. There's something that a lot of people encounter, which is ego lifting. And ego lifting is where you let your ego get a hold of you and you lift very heavy weight that you are not accustomed to, that you are not properly lifting. You do it with bad form, you do it with a horrible execution, and you do it for the main sake of intimidating people and trying to show off your strength because you're a big guy and everybody should be astonished because this big guy can lift a lot of weight. That is a very common idea, and I see it happening a lot, and it's something that I've encountered as well. When I was about 3 years into my lifting journey, when I was a freshman in college, I had a experience where I was like, okay, so I was going to the gym regularly and I would see people, the same people over and over. I'd recognize their face, I'd recognize who they are. Even while we're doing our whole masks thing, I could still recognize them. Regardless of who they are, I can recognize someone just based upon their body, what they wear, what they do, what they lift. If they're wearing a stringer or they're wearing a compress shirt, or you can tell because the people who come often wear not the same, but similar things. When it came to this particular day, though, I remember I was sitting there and I was looking around and I was thinking to myself, I wonder who these new kids are. And they're these 14, 15-year-old little kids, freshmen in high school, I bet. And they're skinny and they're tall though. They're taller than me. Well, that's not that hard. I'm 5'3", but when it came to those kids were like 6 feet tall and they were skinny, very skinny, basically twigs. And I saw them and they picked up 50s and they started doing curls with 50s, and then they went over to the bench, or bicep curls with 50s, and then they went over to the bench press and they started bench pressing, they call it 135, but instead of going all the way down and getting a good contraction and stretch on the muscle, they went like this instead of like this, and there was no arch in their back. And they're throwing it on 135 like it was very heavy, which I guess to a beginner it is very heavy, but when you have been going to the gym for a while and you see somebody half repping with bad form and ego lifting, that's not something that you really want to enforce, and you kind of want to guide them to not do that. But it comes and goes. I didn't expect these kids to be in the gym for longer than a month. Couple months later, they're still going to the gym. They haven't grown at all. I mean, I like to film a lot of videos of myself exercising, and whenever I see them, they look no different. And it's the same thing over and over and over. Heavy bench press and then to curls. Heavy bench press and then to curls. And it's, in a way, sad. Because people come to the gym to try and better themselves. Nobody's looking at you and judging you for the amount of weight that you can lift, right? Properly. The only thing people are going to judge you for is lifting the weight improperly, too heavy. You're not going to be judged for lifting light. You're going to be judged for lifting heavy and not being able to control it. So I guess that's something that I've had my own experience in, and I've delved into the world of ego lifting as well. When those kids first started coming, I would load up a deadlift. I'd load up a deadlift bar, and then I'd go 405 for one and 315 for however many two, and then I'd strip the weight to 225 and I'll do 4, and then I'll strip the weight of 135 and I'll do 8. So it's like a doubling scale. But yeah, I mean, ego lifting is something that I have had experience in, as you can obviously tell by what I said earlier. But it's something that I don't partake in anymore. It's because it's very unhealthy for you. People come to the gym to be healthy, not to destroy, their joints and their spine because of bad form. And so one day I was like, I saw the guy, he was one of these new kids. I saw him doing bicep curls, and I came up to him and I was like, yo dude, if you keep your elbow stationary in one place, this is a couple months into it, by the way. If you keep your elbows straight, like maybe pressed against your body or a little bit behind your body to kind of do like a drag curl. If you keep your you keep your elbow steady, don't let it sway, don't let it flip all around, because he was going like this. when he was doing the bicep curl. I was like, okay, so if you keep your elbow stationary, you can get a little bit more contraction on the bicep. And you want to supinate the wrist, which means turning. And then he looked at me and he's like, did I fucking ask you for help? And I'm like, dude, you've been coming here for months now and you've seen no progress. And he's like, fuck off. And I was like, all right, man, whatever. I tried to be kind and help you out, but apparently you guys don't want it and you'd rather get injured because you're lifting with your ego. So yeah, that's my little video. I wanted to create something that is very simple and something that is very digestible because I just uploaded a video where it's talking about big YouTubers lifting, and I just wanted to give my little share on the world of, oh shit, sorry, the world of ego lifting. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I'll be posting more workout content as time goes on. I did a little bit in the past, but I want to talk about more because it's one of my biggest passions and it's something that I love to do. So yeah, catch you in the next one. Ahuyo, malama pono.